Last year we played in the same tournament, but he was behind me, and the whole time we both missed a cut last year, but the whole time I was thinking, why are we not playing together? It'd just be so much fun to play together, and it was beyond fun to play with him. Yesterday and the day was really phenomenal. It was something you kind of dream about or think about. I don't know whether you actually can put it into whether it's really going to happen, the probability of it happening, but it did, and it's really special. So I love playing with Taylor. I love watching him develop. I know he didn't score as well as he played, especially today. He played really well. Tee to green. It's just really a hard day. Things got magnified, so it was a great experience. I loved it.
I mean, this guy's still pretty damn good for a old guy, but it was great experience, and I can learn a lot from these moments, and to be able to be next to him and watch him play well. And Mark Anderson was a great guy, and they're both very supportive, and I felt comfortable out there. It was great, and we had a lot of fun together cheering each other on. And I think today was when he made that double on 5, I was like, oh God. But he fought back and he made the cut, and not many 64-year-olds can do that in the world. So it was fun to watch him play. It was fun to be out there and compete in a PGA Tour event, and to do it next to my dad was awesome.
I know earlier in the week you mentioned you'd be Taylor's cheerleader. Did that kind of switch the last couple holes? Did you start?
I told him that on 15, our 6th hole. I was like, well, I'm your cheerleader now. I'm 6 over, so I was rooting him on, and try to keep him upbeat and keep his mind off his body aches, and it was a great time.
Yeah, it really was. It was an incredibly hard day out there. A lot of guessing and tough to even putt when it's just kind of wind. You just get buffered every time you're over the ball. You're just back and forth, and the ball's moving. So very difficult. You get behind the 8 ball, it's just hard to come back from. And and like you said, when I made that double on 5, and I was in good position, and all of a sudden I'm not in good position, and tough holes coming in. I knew 7, 8 was going to play really hard, and they did. And somehow I made a birdie on 7, and I made a great up and down on 8, and then chip in on 9. So just kind of it was really sweet.
The moment on 9, you guys are hugging the chip in.
Yeah, he almost killed me. He grabbed me, he horse collared me, and I wasn't ready for it.
He went the other way, and I was like, I didn't hurt you, did I? Because he's very fragile nowadays.
Yeah.
And but no, it was a cool moment to hug him after that, and it looked like he was about to cry making the cut again. So it was cool.
Yep.
And we were doing the stats. The 4 to make a cut at 64 or older: Nicholas, Snead, Watson, and you. What does it mean?
Say that again.
Nicholas, Snead, Watson, and you are the 4 to make the cut at 64 or older.
At 64 or older?
Yep.
Oh, shoot. I didn't know they were that old and still played a tour event. I knew Watson had, maybe, but wow, that's pretty good.
Good
Say
company.
that again. Watson, Nicholas, and Snead?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's really good. And then Funk. You throw that in there, it doesn't sound right, does it?
What does that say kind of about your longevity in your career, being able to still do it and compete against these guys?
Well, I don't know whether I compete, but making the cut was big, and especially the last 3 years, I've been really fighting a lot of injuries and or bad back basically, and a lot of us do with this game. You get bad backs. Like Tiger's really struggling with it, as you can see, and really the only reason I played this week was because I was in the field with Taylor, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to go yesterday the way I felt in Wednesday in the Pro-Am, and I said I'm going to go and tee it up and see what happens, and I played surprisingly really well, ball striking wise, scoring wise, everything went pretty good.
Where does this, I mean, you've done a lot of great accomplishments, Fred, but where does this, I know it's minutes ago, where does this stack up, like in kind of your career, of doing something kind of this late in the career?
Well, I don't know. It feels good to know you can do it. Not many guys even have an opportunity to play this late into their career on a regular tour event. So it's not like that many guys have done it, because not many guys have even had a chance to do it. But it means a lot. But the biggest thing was playing with Taylor. I was just, the bonus was making the cut. I was really pulling for Taylor. I wish it was flipped. I really do. I wish he was out there and competing in the championship on the weekend. But it was fun. I think I learned a lot about the way Taylor plays in tournaments, and I think he's learning a lot. And it was a lot of pressure on Taylor. it was a big moment for him. It was, really an opportunity. If he makes the cut, he gets out of those pre-qualifiers. Every step is another step to get there, and just make it a little easier to get into an event. And it's really unbelievably nice of the tournament directors to allow me to come here with Taylor and give us a spot. They did it 2 years in a row. I have a great amateur caddy, Tony, that he brought in his team last year, and then he brought in 2 teams this year to play in the Pro-Am, and that's really special. They had a great time. He's caddying for me. It was fun with him on the bag, so everything was good, obviously.
How many rounds of golf do you think you guys have played together?
Oh, geez, a ton, because actually when he was coming up and starting at 9, 10, 11 years old, he was homeschooled and out on the road every week with us, because my wife homeschooled him, and he was literally 95% of the time was on the road with us, and we would play. Instead of me hitting balls, we'd go to another golf course and play, and we'd probably do that 2 to 3 times a week if I made the cut, and if I didn't make the cut, we were playing on a weekend somewhere else. So we played a lot of golf together, and we learned to play really fast, because Taylor would get there, we'd have 3 hours or 2.5 hours to dark. He said, "Dad, come on, we got to get 18. Can we get 18? Come on." I don't think. No, we're going to get 18. And so many times we got 18 holes in when it looked like we had no chance. And we just learned to play speed golf, and that's why he still plays pretty quick. And I'm usually I'm a little slower than I was before, but that was a great time and a great way to have your kids out on the road. And it's a hard life. You don't really have your a lot of people, their wives, is so hard on the wives and it's hard on the families, because the wives aren't going to be willing to do the homeschooling. And Sharon sacrificed a lot to do that. And we're really close-knit family, and it was really cool.